USC researchers discover how to regenerate your entire immune system in 72 hours. This article is from June 4th, 2019. The immune system is something that is highly misunderstood, not just by everybody, but also by the main conventional doctors who we depend on for health advice. Many people resort to things like synthetic vitamins and medicines, ignoring better natural alternatives to deal with colds and improve immunity, but the cycle of sickness always seems to continue. For people with compromised immune systems, there are many natural options, and now researchers have discovered what could well be one of the best ways to reset and recharge your immune system, one that happens to be free and is believed to work even in the elderly as well. White blood cells help immune response, and they can be recycled through fasting, the study shows. 3 days to a whole new immune system. According to researchers at the University of Southern California, the act of fasting for as little as 3 days can regenerate the entire immune system, even in elderly people. They added that the discovery could be especially effective for people suffering from damaged immune systems, including chemotherapy patients who were protected from the toxic impacts of the treatment during the fasting period. Flipping a regenerative switch. The researchers said that fasting helps the body's stem cells to begin producing new white blood cells, which help to fight off infection in the body. Fasting gives the okay for stem cells to go ahead and begin proliferating and rebuild the entire system. Professor Walter Longo, professor of gerontology and biology sciences at the University of Southern California, told the UK's The Telegraph. He added that the body actually removed parts that were damaged, old or inefficient during the fasting process, creating literally a new immune system. According to Dr. Longo, a person's system recycles unneeded immune cells, especially damaged ones, in order to recreate energy while they are fasting. Over the course of this study trials, participants were asked to regularly fast between 2 to 4 days over a 6-month period. The study was released in June, and Dr. Longo said that the clinical trials must still be completed, but added that the research looks very promising. While it's not a good idea to fast for more than 2 to 3 days, or doing it too often, fasting does have its benefits. A study published in the journal Science Translational Medicine found that 5 out of 8 cancer types responded positively to fasting. In fact, fasting improved survival rates by slowing the growth and spread of tumors. In mice, the study found that fasting cycles without chemotherapy could slow the growth of breast cancer, melanoma, glioma, and human neuroblastoma. In several cases, the fasting cycles were as effective as chemotherapy, confirms Science Daily. In normal cells, fasting causes cellular activity to slow down dramatically. In cancer cells, particularly breast cancer cells, however, it causes the growth of new proteins to encourage the tumor to grow and divide. However, this survival mechanism dooms cancer cells, which create damaging free radical molecules that break down the cancerous cell's DNA, effectively killing it. The cell is, in fact, committing cellular suicide. What we are seeing is that the cancer cells tires to compensate for the lack of all these things missing in the blood. After fasting, it may be trying to replace them, but it can't. Senior author Walter Longo, professor of gerontology and biological sciences at the University of Southern California, explains. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging in Baltimore found that fasting regularly could help protect the brain against degenerative illnesses. All it takes is fasting, eating less than 500 calories a day for 1 to 2 days every week to protect your brain from Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other degenerative illnesses. Studies show that this practice also increases longevity. Fasting reduces risks of heart disease and diabetes. In a study conducted in Utah, researchers found that Mormons who fasted for at least 1 day a month had much better arterial health than non-fasters. X-ray scans revealed narrowing of the arteries in around 75% of those who didn't fast. In contrast, clogged arteries affected 63% of those who said they often skipped meals. The American College of Cardiology confirms that the practice also triggers a significant surge in human growth hormone, which speeds up metabolism and burns fat. These mechanisms also lower your risk of diabetes. Although more research must be done, fasting may be used 1 day as a recommended medical treatment and immune system booster. So the sources for this article are Telegraph, All Health Works, Medical News Today, and National Post, and USC. So this is actually a genuine post. Some people that may say this looks fake or whatever, but it's actually a genuine post, and all it takes is for people to listen to what is being said, because when the cancer and the diabetes comes, people like complaining and saying, oh, what have we done, or what haven't we done, and whatever, and people are also all of a sudden gloomy, and they're complaining and stuff, but they don't want to actually do what is required to prevent some of these things or to actually deal with them. And fasting is one of the ways that you can deal with this kind of issues. There's one thing that I remember somebody mentioning. It was simply a short video, but he said something about breaking the fast, sort of like a break fast. What break fast actually means is that you fast after you have, I'm not sure if it's after you have your lunch, then there's a fast in between. I'm not really sure how it goes, but the whole idea of breakfast is that it's you had a fast and then you break it. So originally it seems that there was a fast that was being practiced every day, a period in your day where you simply fast for you to have a good healthy diet. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's one of the things that I learned sometime earlier, and I hope you find this information helpful, and I hope you find a way to apply it to your daily livelihood, because I think this is a very helpful and meaningful item right here. Thanks very much for listening. Please subscribe. More news is on the way. Have a good day.